fairy wand reels or bank beater heaters? Let's talk about it. So for the real bass fisherman's feel, you're gonna run a Baitcaster. That is just like the ultimate. Top mount reel is super badass. You got your fairy wand set up, your spinning reel. Every fisherman usually starts out with this spinning reel right here. Now, there is two major differences in these, and we're gonna get into that in this video. As you get more into bass fishing, you want the Baitcaster. You want the real feel of beating the bank with a Baitcaster, throwing bigger baits, crankbaits, spinner baits. But where a spinning reel really shines is where you want to finesse it up. Jig head minnow twitching, drop shot, Ned rig, even running just a little jig with a bit of a night crawler on there. You do need lighter gear when you're working with different types of seasons. But what I really like about a spinning setup is the sensitivity on the drag system. It's because you can really tune it in. Because a lot of the times when fish are short striking or they're not really opening their mouths a lot like in cold water, you want a light drag so you can get up on the hook set, get a reel or so on it, and then crack the drag a little tighter and bring that fish and really set that hook in there. But I do say I love a Baitcaster. These work awesome for tossing bigger, heavier baits. You can really dial these reels in. This is like one of the first Baitcasters I ever bought. They've both got their purposes. If you want to be more of a versatile angler, you kind of got to bounce back and forth between a finesse setup and a heavy throwing setup. I actually like using the Baitcaster kind of finesse style, using a VMC rugby jig on a crustacean cleanup craw. Kind of the same as working a jig. I mean, you can use a spinning reel to do that as well, but it's more comfortable with a Baitcaster. And that's what you'll find the more that you fish, is that you'll really find what you like as the years go on and you start kind of trying out new baits and you find what works best for you. Don't get me wrong, I love horse and fish out of lilies, deep timber, all that stuff. With heavy line, there's something said about catching like a 5 or 6 pound bass on like really light gear and then running a light line. And that'll teach you a lot as an angler, is that if you're used to power fishing, big line, big baits, big rods, and you're like just dragging fish in pretty much, it's always good to learn how to finesse fish as well, because it really teaches you a lot about fighting a fish and having to be careful about getting that fish in without breaking off. But I think that's something that every angler should do, is like really work with your heavy stuff and your finesse stuff. Be able to use both of them. Finesse fishing has gotten so much more popular just in the last few years. It has for me, at least. As soon as I started working with Rapala and using a lot of different baits, a lot of different more soft plastics, I am more of a soft plastics fisherman than I am like a hard bait or a big bait guy. I couldn't really pinpoint and say which one is my favorite, because I love so much about this and I love so much about this. But I mean, comment down below, what are you guys usually throwing? Are you throwing a Baitcaster? Are you throwing a spinning setup? Beating the bank with the Baitcaster is the most surreal bass fishing experience that you'll have, is using one of these reels. I mean, they've got so many different kinds of these out now, so many different features, colors, sizes, weights. They got all those BFS ones now. Spinning reels are pretty much the same, they're just way better. Drag systems are way better. You can do pretty much anything with one of these. Like if you're getting into fishing for the first time and you're going to Walmart or Canadian Tire and you've only got like 30 bucks, 40 bucks to spend on a fishing combo, I mean, you can get a spinning setup, rod, probably with line on it, and then just buy some hooks and some baits and you'll be out beating the bank or fishing on a boat with a buddy. And that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to kind of shoot the shit in the shop and talk about spinning reels and Baitcasters. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.